is on the run, afraid, frightened, running around the village, talking about, oh, these people are targeting me. They are paying the cops. Oh, Jacinta this, Jacinta that. Guys, he is walking, in the village aimlessly. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what to say. He has now come out trying to throw fear at 𝐼AMmarwa, trying to bring up old stories. Oh, Mayugno, oh, Getiriba, oh, we know a lot of stories about you, Marwa. Oh, Marwa, you're paying people to come to Africa from America. Sorry, not paying. Marwa, you're bringing people from America and you are making them buy land here, behind the door or something, back door, nonsensical stuff. Guys, he thinks that bringing up all these old nonsensical useless stories that did not have any proof, he thinks that by doing this, he's gonna get away with this. He is lying, talking about Marwa followed him to Ernesto's home. Marwa is telling the world that he followed him to Ernesto's home because he wanted to attack Marwa. Guys, if you all remember, Marwa making that phone call and saying, Madam, come over. This person over here wants to fight me. And Marwa said, I'm here at Ernesto's home. It is Gintu, that same guy. Marwa said that. And guys, if this Gintu guy, because I'm talking about Gintu, I'm sure you figured it out by now. If this Gintu guy was not a coward, why was he running? If he was not guilty, why was he running? Gintu, if you were not doing anything wrong, why were you running? Why did you run and hide at Ernesto's home? Guys, this whole thing is backfiring on Gintu's face. Gintu, all the shenanigans that you're trying to bring up will not help you. And guys, there's something wrong with this guy. There are things that if you want to succeed in them, you should just be wise and know how to go about them. For instance, if you start bringing out all these stories about these cops, calling out a cop's name, Jacinta this, Jacinta that. Now, if this cop hears this kind of thing, watches that kind of video, guys, you realize I'm talking about him. This kind of a video, this kind of a thing, that kind of a village, that kind. So if this cop hears, this kind of a video and watches this kind of a thing, she is not going to like it. Gintu, she may not come for you like, just come for you. Guys, people are fools in this world. People are fools. It's like, for instance, you having a small baby and you are leaving a nanny with your child and you are insulting the nanny 24/7. Guys, and then you go to work. As much as you may say, oh, people should not get out their anger on children, you're just saying. You see, the thing is, you are just saying, but this person, you don't know the kind of anger you have stirred in her, or him. You don't know the kind of pain you have woken up. You don't know what they're going to be doing to your children. That is why sometimes I see these videos on TikTok or on Facebook. I'm like, I don't want to see, because I just see a little and I'm like, I'm not even going to watch the whole thing, because you see a small child being carried like this, like a paper, and dropped down. And you're thinking, this guy, are you okay? Why are you doing this to a baby? A baby who knows nothing. Some people just will retaliate in some way, that you will not know. So this cop, you're calling out their name over and over again. They might not come to arrest you, like outrightly arrest you, but you never know. Hey, you never know. Guys, if you are smart, you understand what I mean. In this country, people have disappeared. Oh yes, they have disappeared, never to be seen ever again. Oh yes, some of them after insulting policemen. Guys, It is stupid of somebody to come out here just because you're talking to an audience. You think that person in America will help you? Eh? When they are, squeezing, your BALLS, when they're squeezing like this, do you want to have a second born child? Huh? You already have one. You're lucky you have one. Do you want to have a son? Because that child you had is a girl. Do you want to have a son? Yeah. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Huyu atafinywa sehemu nyeti huyu if he doesn't stop playing. Guys, he is riding on a bicycle. Talking about, he is riding on a motorcycle, a motorbike. Talking about, I am from the police station, this kind of a police station, and this kind of a policeman, and this kind of a madam, this kind of I don't know what. Guys, he is talking about being at the cop station, that these people were actually waiting for him. But he was smart enough to get away from them. He is saying that they called him and told him to come, and then when he gets there, they're going to call Marwa. So he is saying that Marwa should be the one to arrive first, and then he comes later. Why should he be the first one to arrive and wait for Marwa? Why? And he is saying he knows their game. He knows that they want to arrest him. They want to tell him to come fast, and then they'll call Marwa, and then when he gets there, they are going to arrest him. Guys, if he has not done anything wrong, why does he not want to go there? Why does he think they're going to arrest him? And he did nothing wrong. So now he is saying he got to the police station. At first he confused me because I was asking myself, if you got to the police station, if these cops told you, now that you're here, let's wait for Marwa, how come, and you're saying they wanted to arrest you, how come you're here talking to the audience on a motorbike? How come they never arrested you? Guys, until he said that he did not get into the cop station himself, that the rider, because he had a rider, the rider who was riding him on a motorbike is the one who got in and asked these questions. And the policeman said to him that Gintu should come first, and then they will call Marwa. And so he did not go in. So he was out there, lurking around the police station, hiding in the bushes, watching to see what will happen. Can you imagine, guys? Gintu is brushing, with the law. He is doing the wrong thing once again. Gintu is a fugitive, guys. Gintu is on the run. Gintu is probably not sleeping at home. My goodness. Gintu is not helping out in parenting. Now that they have a small little baby. My goodness. Now it is time to sleep in the rocks. What a shame, guys. What a shame. Somebody ranting all over the streets, talking nonsense, talking about, I know so many of Marwa's issues, secrets, even going ahead to call the Americans who are buying land in the village thieves, that they are stealing money from America and coming to buy land in 𝐵𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐵. Gintu, can you prove that? Why are you insulting people? What have the Americans who are buying land in the village done to you? If you're having an issue with Marwa, now how do these other people come in? Guys, the issue of Gitiriba, there was no case. There was no evidence. It was dropped. The case of Mayugno, we clearly ascertained that Mayugno was not the father of Obasa's child. Even the other day, guys, just the other day, Ernesto and Percy were fighting because the father of the child, Irongo, had come to see the baby, and they all knew this. They even know how this man kicked out Obasa in the middle of the night while it was raining with a little baby. They came out on the streets to say all this. So Mayugno, how does he come in? So we know that Mayugno has no issue when it comes to those shenanigans of Gintu. We know that Gitiriba is far from those kinds of shenanigans. We know that Marwa, has done nothing wrong. All he did was to throw a party, and adults came to the party and did their thing. And the party ended. Guys, Gintu
What I'm going to be telling them is, even the court said everybody to operate at your own perimeter place. In a way, like, don't engage to this person's aptitude or optimistic point, or don't engage to another one. But as I was conducting my own things, and this gentleman came from abrupt, and you can see when I recorded him saying, oh, police, Gintu, I'm having Gintu here, the same Gintu, and he's beating me up. You can come to the realization that's what they went and wrote as an OB. And that's what they think about. They're going to be coming to capture Gintu, because I told them it will not happen the way they think about. And when I have reached the police post there, I found like they're like looking for where is Gintu, and I've called her one-on-one. I've told her, because I have her number, I know there are so many of the deals that are being performed each and every point. And you understand, when I talk about, there were so many cases that were being handled, and she was the one to handle them, but she had to wrap them because she joined Marwa, the force, to make sure that they're going to be throwing out some of the cases. And to the real point of saying so, I came to realize something here. And this something that I'm realizing is coming not controversially or contradicting to the court statement, but it's in a way like they're ever looking for a better position to go and file a case. And this case they want to file is talking about, oh, Gintu came again and attacked him to his area, because they have no idea where we were at which specific point. Let me receive this. Yes, hello.
What does he mean that they did not know where they were? You know, they didn't know what kind of a place they were. This guy, and what kind of guys, what does he mean? We saw where they were. You know, ourselves, even the people who are watching, we saw exactly where they were. And guys, if you heard, he's talking about this policeman, they have this kind of deals, these deals and everything. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. If you want to go about something, you have to be wise. You just have to be smart. You know, you cannot go around making these assumptions. And these cops may see these kinds of things. And, you know, you cannot prove that there were kind of deals between these cops and Marwa. So, you know, by saying this, you are bringing out a bad picture of this policeman, yet you cannot prove it. Guys, it could be true, it could be false. However, he cannot prove it. So coming out here to say it, I know he's saying that so people can write in the comment section, oh, those cops are corrupt, those cops just want money, those Kenyan cops this. I've seen in the comment section, you know, that is what people are writing. And he's doing content, you know, and not being wise, because he is also not looking for a solution. He wants to use this as content. Guys, you all remember the other time when Gintu was being sought by the police. He went about doing content for a whole, I don't know how many months, before he was finally apprehended. So he is starting out on this kind of a thing, guys, he wants to do this. He wants to make content. He wants to paint these cops in bad light, and especially, you know, particularly this one cop, lady cop, and he just wants to go on and on and on about these things. And yet, like I said, he cannot prove them. We know where you were, Gintu. We know exactly where you people were. And guys, there's a video that Gintu has done with Ernesto, where Ernesto has clearly explained what happened. They were together with Gintu. He was doing his thing. He was trying to, you know, trying to set up the lands for planting of maize. And the brother, MORAA, came. They had this confrontation because of this fence thing. Because Ernesto wants the land to extend to Marwa's family's land. And this brother is saying, no, we have to do the right thing. So MORAA could not have this kind of nonsense. So MORAA dealt with him. MORAA clobbered him. While this commotion was going on, Ernesto says that Moremi started to scream. This is according to Ernesto. Moremi started to shout. And then Marwa, they showed up. Of course, guys, even here, if I hear people screaming like out there, I'm going to run and, like, want to see what's going on. I mean, human beings, curiosity. We have to go and see what is happening, what's going on. If you have to call the police, you call the police. If you have to help out, you help out. Whatever it is that you have to do. So, according to Ernesto, when the confrontation was going on, Marwa, Githiriba, they showed up. Because, guys, Dimongo's site is right next, to where they were having these shenanigans of theirs. So Marwa and not Githiriba, Marwa and Komo, they showed up quickly to come and see what was going on. That is when Marwa was like, hey, Gintu, why are you doing this? Why are you inciting brother against brother? Because Marwa could clearly see that what Gintu was doing was just filming. And having a field day, and having fun with this whole scenario that was unfolding. So Marwa, of course, was asking Gintu, like, what the hell are you doing? And by this time, Moremi had gone to talk to Marwa. So when this commotion started, there were shouts. Marwa showed up. Moremi went to talk to Marwa, and at this particular time is when Gintu started to film, and Marwa is saying, why are you filming? Why are you recording me? And Gintu goes on to tell Marwa that you are also recording me. You're telling me not to record you, and yet you're recording me. Guys, I have tried to see if Marwa was actually recording. No. Even if you zoom in to see if Marwa was holding a camera, even if it was, held facing down, there is nothing like that. Marwa was not filming. Marwa was there to make peace. Marwa was there to mediate. Marwa was there to talk to these people, like, what's going on? But Gintu, as usual, takes advantage of every situation. When Gintu saw Marwa, he knew this is a banger video, and he knew that if he puts Marwa's face in his thumbnail, in his video, oh my God, he is going to be smiling all the way to the bank. And that is exactly what Gintu did when Gintu saw Marwa. Instead of now being there and saying, no, Marwa, I was not inciting them, this thing, this and this has happened. Guys, imagine if Gintu would have just put his camera aside and spoken to Marwa and Moremi and Ernesto. Imagine they would have spoken and they would have come out with a good solution and nobody would have been hurt. We would not have seen screams. We would not have seen people crying on screen. We would not have seen all these arrests. Now, Gintu is being sought by the cops. We would not be here. But just because Gintu chose to pick up his camera and make a video, make money, he's talking about Marwa, money, and he is the one who has put put money in front of everything. He did not care if these brothers, are going to fall out and never reconcile. He did not care, about his relationship with his neighbors. People like, but he's not Marwa's neighbor. Or maybe he is neighbors with them because of the fish pond. Guys, what I'm saying is that if Gintu would have acted differently in this situation, everything would have been different. So for all those people who are coming out here to say that Marwa is the problem, that Gintu was there to make peace, you all are delusional. And I know it is because you listened to Gay Tea and Carrots and some of those people who did not even understand what was going on. If you noticed, the lazy gang were very quick to run to the streets and do a video. Immediately, this confrontation happened. Even before Gintu's video was 1 hour, Gay Tea was doing premiere. Carrots was out there doing a video. they all ran to do this video without even understanding, without even asking, without even watching the video, closely to understand exactly what was going on. Guys, this confrontation was between Moremi and the brother, and Gintu was there. Gintu, mark you guys, Gintu is the one who came with Ernesto to the land. And they were talking to even this person who was plowing the land using a tractor. They were talking to him, telling him to knock down the poles. Guys, it is Gintu who was there with Ernesto at the beginning. And it is him who was inciting Ernesto. Or rather, he was encouraging Ernesto to destroy the fence of his brother. So, because he was speaking with him in Swahili and he was telling them, yeah, this and that should happen. And in fact, Gintu himself, with his own mouth, told that guy with the tractor to knock down the poles. Guys, let us watch this video. It is Gintu who was inciting Ernesto. That is how it is. So this is how it all began. For those of you who are writing in my comment section telling me that it is Marwa who is the problem. How is Marwa the problem? Marwa came later after the brothers have fought, after everything has cooled down. That is when Marwa came. Ernesto was still in shock. He was still crying. He was still bitter. But it was after the fact. Marwa was not there when they started their shenanigans. Marwa was not the one who was telling Ernesto, destroy this fence. Marwa is not the one who was telling Ernesto, you got to do what you got to do. It is Gintu who was telling Ernesto these things. And Ernesto, being stupid, he followed Gintu's advice. And when things became bad, Gintu now tried to dissociate himself from it. That is how Gintu is. Gintu was there for the content, guys. So let us watch Ernesto and Gintu. Just see, how Gintu was inciting this brother. Gintu is the one who stirred things up.
We're going to be talking about the road going to be closed immediately with an immediate effect.
That is it.
They have to look for its own of the cost pump.
Yeah, sure.
And getting some of the materials again to the site.
Okay, I'm just waiting for them I'm just waiting for them to to go to the police to they were just saying the day that we were just building this wall over here.
This Murimi's site.
This site. They came and they told me that if for sure
he will never fail from your land.
This side, if he will be passing through this side, if he will never fail.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, let me say this. If we want to pass here, just look for me any mistake that I don't know if to take me to the police custody. To come out from outside here to go to the police custody. But let me assure you, they will not pass over here.
They will not pass over here.
They will never pass over here. It's not even the place that the tractor is just plowing. This place.
You will plow everything.
And if I'm wanted in my brother's compound, so I'm not allowed to step inside.
Oh, inside there. The inside there is not a problem here. So inside, passing outside and inside.
I'm just in my side. I'm just in my side.
Nobody is gonna be bringing some of tremendous things, my friend. Whenever I'm available, never be scared, my friend. Here we are. It's one-on-one live because.
Don't be afraid. Nothing is going to happen to you when I am here. And when Ernesto told Gintu, I'm not wanted in my brother's compound, inside, and Gintu said, inside or outside, there is no problem, and you should not worry. Nobody can do anything to you as long as I am here. And guys, when Ernesto was being clobbered, did Gintu help him? No, Gintu filmed him so that he can get views. And if you all noticed, the following day, Gintu again did another video, and this time put a screenshot of Ernesto and his brother fighting, and he again made money out of the whole scenario. Can you all see the kind of person Gintu is? And there are other parts that he spoke in Swahili, but I said no, let me just pick these ones that he has spoken in English. But there's other parts where he has spoken in Swahili, clearly inciting this dude. So when somebody comes out here, Gintu is not the problem. Gintu was there to mediate. What people were seeing is when Gintu was trying to get Ernesto, away from Marwa. That is what people were seeing. So they think that Gintu was trying to make peace, separate these people. No, 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 no. Gintu had already gotten what he wanted. He already had a footage that he was going to quickly edit and air out there. Guys, Gintu is smart in a foolish way, and he is using this smartness to manipulate and use people like Ernesto. And yet he is the one yapping all over the place, talking about how Marwa, they are using people, Marwa this and that. Confused element. What he's forgetting is that not everybody who is watching him is a fool. And let him continue, frying himself in the pan, talking about this police woman and talking about this police people, police officers. He gave Ernesto false hope. Ernesto was there confident, thinking that, I have backup. But to his disappointment, there was nothing like that. Gintu left Ernesto beaten up, disappointed, bitter, pained. Oh my goodness, both physically and emotionally. Oh my God, what a shame. Guys, Uncle Mo also came out to talk about this. He was talking about he is trending all over the place. His face is all over thumbnails, and he is wondering why. He was not there, for content. He was not there for confrontation. He was just minding his business until they had noise, and they had to go and see what it is. And when they got here, Gintu is taking out his camera. He is filming them. And he is saying he has nothing to do with this. Let us listen to Uncle Mo.
I seen it yesterday, it was trending all over because of the fake people. What do we call fake people? The only thing people that are interesting is see people fighting in the village without living in faith or living in peace. Me, I have no harm. Me, I don't fight with anyone. Me, I was trying to tell the guy to stop bringing chaos to other. But if you check in their thumbnail, I'm the one like this. You may think I'm the one with the machete. You see? All the people that are trying stop buying people so that they can bring chaos. When you, as your neighbor, you visit there, because me, I was here. You were here. When the issue started rising, you must also check, because when you hear someone cry, oh, you must go there and also assist ways. And I said, also let them stop to see who is bringing this. Then when I reached there, I with the now as is the one on their thumbnails all over. If someone asks what as personal Uncle Mo did that things, you can't even say anything. They didn't even say anything. Just be seen. The only thing people that are eager is to see me. If you need me, just invite me to come to your Nairobi in your place. Or Bungoma in your place, instead of waiting me to see me on. If you are interested with me, I am not interested with you. That's all. But if you are so eager to meet me, just call me direct. Me, I have no problem. I'll just talk to you. Because no issues. Because as human beings, everyone has a mistakes. If I wronged you, also you wronged me somewhere. But we can correct and move on with life. Yeah, let me.
Clearly, Marwa and Uncle Mo had nothing to do with this. They just had screams and wails, and they came to see what was going on. They came to separate these brothers. They came to make peace, and that is why Marwa was angry. Marwa was asking Gintu, why are you here causing brothers to fight? Why are you inciting brother against brother? What are you doing, Gintu? This is not right. That is what Marwa was doing. Marwa was calling out Gintu for being there, inciting these brothers. On the other hand, he was also there to stop this fight and try and bring peace between these two brothers. And 𝐷𝐿 and his team ran quickly to start accusing Marwa of being a problem. In fact, he was saying that Marwa and Uncle Mo had attacked Gintu, while Gintu was the problem. Guys, it is so wrong. And you can only imagine being in such a village, being Marwa. Somebody will just meet you somewhere because they want views. They start filming you. They just start filming you, and then they use your footage in the wrong way and start saying negative stuff so that they can get views. Put you on their thumbnail with this very negative title so that people can click and, you can make money out of a video. It is a big shame, guys. Now I understand perfectly well, why Marwa did not want to be filmed. Because, guys, I know very well that you're just filming this so you can go and turn things around and make me look bad. And yet I am doing nothing wrong. This is crazy. So Marwa had a right to say that he should not be filmed. He did. Because clearly he had already seen through what Gintu was trying to do. And Gintu coming out here to call people names and bring out stupid propaganda, thinking that this is what is going to scare 𝐼𝐸MARWA. I feel like Gintu is just being the coward that he is. He is just going low like he normally does. And if he is man enough, he should have walked in to the police station and just asked, like, what are the charges? What have I done wrong? And you should be confident that people are not going to arrest you, if you know for sure that you have done nothing wrong, And he is talking about, this guy is confused. He is talking about these people want to arrest him, and then again he is saying that they are calling out for mediation. They're calling out for making of peace. They should come together and speak about this whole issue and forgive each other and stuff like that. And he is coming out so arrogant, talking about who wants to reconcile with these people. I am not going to go for this kind of reconciliation. I'm not going to do this, do that. Gintu, you live your life the way you want. But one of these fine days, kitakuramba. That is a must. You cannot escape. Shameless boy.
Tell him, at most in Nyabohanse, everybody knows about, maybe he's the only person who owns maybe expensive cars. How can you own expensive cars that are not even getting out? What are they helping you for? To brag like you have cars, invite people and tell them how wealthy you are. And yet you understand very well you have nothing, including the cars you are ever bragging of, talking about. You have some of the cars that you are bragging up to. If you come to the correct way of handling the matters and understanding how the matter is, they were given out in a way like they were given out to support, and it was given out for the courtesy of this lady called Rocio. But he's so bragging now and again. He's telling people how wealthy he is. And you can imagine, from traveling commando to talking about you're going to be a fighting commando. You can come to realize that from the traveling commando to a fighting commando, how bare and how responsible such kind of a person might be.
Look who's talking. From travel commando to fighting commando. Shame on you. From CEO Kenya Zambia chapter to village scammer. Oh my God. From fishmonger to rumamonger. You have nothing to offer the streets. Guys, did you hear jealousy speaking? Did you all hear jealousy talking? Oh, you're coming out here to brag that you have cars, and these cars are just sitting in your compound. What are they helping you with? Guys, if say for instance, I have a private jet, even if it's sitting, there in my backyard, outside my beach house, what is your problem? The fact remains, I have, a private jet and I am loaded. There's some things you cannot just wish away Gintu. Some things you cannot negate. Just because those cars are not helping him with anything does not mean he doesn't own them. And guys, he now saw that that argument was not bad enough. So he tried to make it worse, by coming out to say, oh, even those cars were given out in courtesy of Rocio, he said. The people gave out these cars to Marwa because of Rocio? Really? So Marwa never bought his cars? So these cars were donated also? Guys, look at how jealousy works. Jealousy is a bad disease. Gintu, you will not get anywhere. You cannot put Marwa down. Oh, in this video, guys, he went on to say how Marwa is broke. Marwa does not have money. And guys, remember, he came out here to brag and say he has money himself. So you wonder, where is he getting money that Marwa cannot get money from? Shameless person. So Marwa is number 35 out of the African YouTubers in the world. In Africa. Marwa is number 35. Gintu, your number? According to revenue, guys, people are coming out looking stupid. Letting jealousy control their minds, bodies, and spirits, and they're coming out looking pathetic. Gintu, if you're on the run, please be on the run, pole. You should be, somewhere, drawing a map of Nyabohanse, the hiding places, hiding rocks, hiding holes, hiding bushes, where you're going to hide on Monday, Tuesday, on Wednesday to avoid the cops. Stop bringing out all this nonsensical propaganda. That's not going to help you. You that have money. Oh my God. You that nobody donated to. Shameless guy. We all know that your castle has been built by sugar mamas. Weird foundations, I don't know, whatever. Those are the people who are funding you. So coming out here to talk about others, donation, and you are also, in the donation bracket, 99.9%. Shameless man. So then this rumor monger, this village gossiper, went on to say how Marwa and his business partner are doing their thing. He came out bragging and saying, the same audience that Marwa has is my same audience. We share the same audience, rather. And he came out to say that these people, they reach him out and they tell him stuff. They tell him secrets, including, the partner that Marwa has, the one that Marwa has to do with the horses, So he came out to say that this partner always reaches him out, tells him about these secrets that they have, about how they're going to do their horse business, how they're going to buy Appaloosa horses, how they're going to do, I don't know, whatever. Guys, all sorts of lies, all sorts of rumors, all sorts of gossip, all sorts of fabrications. Guys, listen to this fool. Even a 2-year-old cannot believe what you're saying, Gintu. Oh my goodness. And people are getting entertained by this nonsense, guys. There are people who are getting entertained. Gintu, you're the real G. Gintu is the real scammer. Guys, listen to him.
Kenya. MORAA has only 2 horses. If you want to realize I'm saying the truth, tell Marwa to shoot a video with the horse which is black, which had got an injury. Tell him to put it onto the platform. Even right now, it will never happen. The man who brought the Appaloosa, because the certificates that you saw MORAA himself displaying out, these certificates are duplicate. The original certificate to transport these Appaloosas from South Africa, it is with Big Ben, and it's my fan. And I have all the data, including the land he's claiming that he's buying. It's the land which is coming from the Big Ben from South Africa to cater for these horses. including they're buying with the courtesy of Big Ben, not anybody else. But some of the people think about, oh, he's the one who is buying. He has no money. MORAA had been eaten money with the Jamaica, talk about the Argentinian lady, and there's no money he has right now. Look at the day the lady went and shot a video and talked about continuing with my way of life in Argentina. MORAA shot a video. He was not laughing. He was not even happy. He was moodless the whole video, which is not a courtesy of him. In a way that he knows what he did, and this lady has got the freedom to disappear with an immediate effect with no trace. So as I say so, I mean, there's things that some of the people are thinking about it's gonna be, but it's not the absolute way of handling the matters the way they think about it's gonna be. And this is the fact. I know more things about the gentleman because the same subscribers he's having, I'm having the same. The people he is ever communicating with, asking money, they're ever telling me and texting Gintu and telling me, look at what your big boss is saying. And I tell them, this is not my boss, it's just a quack, human nature. And I tell them, there's no boss. I cannot have a boss here. I don't have a boss. I'm a boss on myself. And they tell me, okay, I'm sorry, Gintu. Look at what this gentleman is saying. He's bragging, and it's just, you can imagine a whole person is ever complimenting. He cannot even pay a lawyer to handle much of the matters at the case at the court. He's ever bragging outside here to tell people, oh, Gintu came and cried for me. And if Gintu came and cried for you, what again are you looking for? If you say that let things get the way they are, what are you looking forward to at this specific moment?
Gintu, you think that by saying that, that will stop somebody from arresting you if they really wanted to? Oh, you're saying that Gintu came and cried for me. If Gintu cried for you, why is it that you're pursuing me right now? So now you thought because you cried the first time and he forgave you, you think that now you'll come out with any kind of shenanigans and he will not arrest you again? And guys, remember, Marwa was very clear. Marwa said, I have let this guy off the hook. I have forgiven him for now. But if he continues or if he starts again with his shenanigans towards me and my family, I am going to rearrest him and we are going to go back to court. Marwa made that very clear, Gintu. But remember, guys, what Gintu was saying out here on the streets. Gintu was saying there's no way now they can do anything to me. Now they know who Gintu really is. And everybody who will try me, you have already seen that your boss has already been defeated. I have already defeated him in the case. Guys, these are the kind of stupid people who think that just because you won, for example, of course, he did not win. You know, underline that. He did not win the case. Oh, maybe let me put it this way. Let me just say it as it is. These are the kind of people who think that just because somebody felt sorry for them yesterday and dropped the case, it's going to happen the same way tomorrow. And that is why he comes out to talk the way he wants. Because he has this, he has this thought that Marwa is some sort of very soft guy, you know, who can do nothing, you know. And that is why he's coming out like this. Oh, Marwa cannot pay a lawyer to prosecute him. Did you hear all this? You know, and this is exactly what he thinks. That is a problem with talking too much, Gintu, because you let us know, and you even let the person who wants to arrest you, you let them know exactly what you're thinking, and they can actually go ahead of you if they wanted to. They can go ahead of you and finish you. Now you think these people that you are telling, so they can come and write in the comments section so that they can say and hail you that you are the greatest. You think, what can they do when things really go bad? Even the other time, guys, they did nothing. And if Gintu was to go to jail, he would have gone to jail with all the subscribers watching. He is such a big damn fool. He is so juvenile. And I saw a video, you know, by his sister. But honestly, I did not even click on it because I know that one was full of BS. Guys, Gintu is on the run. He is running scared. He is shaking. He is shuddering. Gintu, I can see you. Ukitoka na jasho jembamba. I can see you sweating in the cold behind the motorbike. Just come out, apologize to the travel commando, and stop. Stop all this chest thumping. It's not gonna help you. Gintu, we already know you're a coward. There's nothing you're telling us. There's nothing you're showing us. You cannot convince us otherwise. We have seen you run too many times to think of you otherwise. So as for some of us, we already know who you are. Guys, this idiot, speaking about how people are stealing money from America to come and buy land in Nyabuhanse, I would really want him to be taken to task, for that one. And also this thing of Marwa being a land grabber. He has said it in this video. He should come out, guys. Marwa should take him to task. He should prove all these stupid, nonsensical allegations that he is making. For real, guys, this is too bad. You cannot come out here, just say anything about anyhow because you can talk. Oh, Marwa, they are foreigners in this land. Gintu, you will be shocked. Marwa and family are not going anywhere. You can talk about them being foreigners all you want, but you will just end up looking bad because nothing is going to happen. Guys, the other day I saw is it Ernest, on Prince Odinga's video, and he's talking about we are going to, gang up together with Matiko's family, and we are going to deal with you. Is it Matiko's family he was talking about? No, Moreme's family. Ernest, so we're going to, come together and we're going to deal with you. My goodness, guys. And there are people who are still believing in that guy. After he was defeated with stuff on the streets and went MIA, now he wants to, start resurrecting his channel small. He wants to at least be getting something from YouTube. So now he has come to yap, join this hot debate so he can get something. But somebody will be thinking that this guy can actually do something. Guys, listen to this fool.
And also, we have to sort out. He's talking about the people who are ever coming to buy lands. How are they buying lands? The people from America, are they passing through the government or they're coming through other people to own land which is not entitled to be given? This is the responsibility, or this is the tax that you have to collect in Kenya. We have to file that also. Immigrant people from United States, they are stealing money from United States, coming to invest them in this area we are, and they are buying lands to own them, yet they are talking about, oh, it's because of ABCD. It will never happen, and we are coming for that one. Yes, sir.
Gintu, which rock are you going to sleep in tonight? Be careful so that don't sleep underneath the one that can fall on you. Please be safe. We want you in one piece, when you get arrested. We want you to be arrested when you are in one piece, alive, not otherwise. Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Drop your thoughts, opinions, sentiments down in the comments section. Drop them hot. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers in the house. Thank you to my returning subscribers. Guys, if you have not liked this video, please give it a like. If you have not subscribed, take this moment to hit the subscribe, and let us meet in the next one. Fugitive Gintu sleeping in the bushes.
I educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't pay